The loaner vehicles are there for people that need it for a day or two, right? If they have an issue that's going to take 3 months to get parts, they need to find a solution for their automotive needs. They can't have my car for 3 months. Are you kidding me? I shouldn't be in charge of tracking the loaner car aging, but I am responsible for making sure that the people who that gets delegated to are doing the job.
The following program features a bunch of doofuses talking about the automotive aftermarket. The stuff we, or our guests may say, do not necessarily reflect the beliefs of our peers, our sponsors, or any other associations we may have. There may be some spicy language in this show, so if you get your feelings hurt easily, you should probably just move along. So without further ado, here's your host, Mike Allen, with Confessions of a Shop Owner, presented by Tekmetric, the best software in the history of ever.
Like when we met in September at ASTA Expo 2025, and now we're at Vision 2026. And I know that you're, I think, coming to Tectonic. ASTA Expo was your first ever trade show, right?
That was the first one ever, and yeah, I would say that really changed my life.
I remember that halfway through it, you were kind of stressed because it was the first time you'd been away from wife and kids since you had kids, I think, is my understanding.
I've got 3. Yeah.
And there's stress leaving a single parent back at the house with 3 kids, little kids.
100%. Like just a second ago, talked to my wife, and I'm like, how's everything going? Just want to make sure you're okay. You don't have any papers waiting for me when I get back or anything like that. So,
was she upset about you coming to this? Or she see the changes?
She's 100% supportive of it. It's more of, it's not easy, right? A single parent being with 3 kids, and I have a 6-year-old, a 2-year-old, and an 8-year-old. I don't know why I did that order, but anyway.
That is an interesting order.
Yeah.
Not the order you would expect.
No, I would have started with 8.
It was an order of your favorite to least favorite. Is that what that was?
6-year-old would have been in the middle. He's a little bit of a troublemaker. I love them all, but no, it's just not easy for one single parent to handle the 3. So she ended up taking them to Niagara Falls for 4 days. So she rented an Airbnb there, and
you should tell her to swing by and check in on Wilco Automotive. It's not far from Niagara, I don't think, right? So
I don't know if she's going to make that trip because right now she's in survivor mode, and she's taking them to Bird Kingdom, so she's passed some time there.
I've always heard that the Canadian side of Niagara is way nicer.
Because it is.
Yeah. So is that the side they're staying on, or are they on the dirty American side?
No. We're on the clean Canadian side.
Okay, copy. All right.
Far away from ice. So.
You're afraid you might get detained if you come across?
I don't know. Like, it depends on which way the wind blows. Right?
Oh, my God. Didn't they just... So it is Friday, March 6th. I think they just fired the DHS lady, Noam, today, I think. So we probably shouldn't talk politics.
It depends on what side of the bed the head honcho rolled on, but let's definitely not get too much.
He seems like he would be a very hard man to work for long term. I don't think he's got a very he's got a really high turnover rate.
Yeah, he's got more of a turnover rate than some shops do have techs. So
yeah, well, I actually I just got my my DTF T-shirt.
Oh yeah.
Down to fix your staffing problems.
It's down to fix? Or
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from Promotive. They're down to fix your staffing issues. I thought that was pretty funny. I like that. So I went and got a T-shirt.
So I was actually talking to Lisa just yesterday, and she was saying, yeah, so there's a T-shirt that's a DTF on it. And then the chat just went kind of silent, and I'm like, I'm just waiting for her to actually spell out what it
Did
is.
Lisa Coyle just hit on me? That's weird.
No, she's awesome, by the way.
She is.
And I actually learned about her through some Confessions podcast. I don't know, like
some highly questionable podcast. Yeah.
Some very highly questionable, but obviously it works because that's how I found out about Promotive.
Yeah.
And I've been chatting with her for a while. She's awesome, by the way.
Well, when you see her today, tell her that you found out about her through the podcast.
I did.
Perfect.
But yeah, no, she's been talking with her, and yeah, she mentioned that, and I was like, okay, I'm looking forward to seeing this T-shirt.
Well, so when did you get into town? I just got here today, so I was delayed a little bit.
So I flew in Wednesday night.
Okay.
And from Canada,
Can hear you.
And by the time I reached town with all the delays, it was about 10 o'clock I landed. Got my ride here, it was 11 o'clock, and then I was up at 6 in the morning, ready to go.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about the class you took yesterday, because you told me a little bit about it, and then I just interviewed Seth Thorson and Keith Perkins. Yep. And I'm going to be honest with you, when we sat down, they both serve on the board of NASTF, and I was like, well, we're probably going to talk NASTF, we're probably going to talk right to repair and information access and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
We didn't. We talked about AI and about how it's going to revolutionize everything. Tell me about that class.
So I'll start off with Seth. If you're watching this, you did.
Seth does not watch my stuff.
I hope he watches this because he did one hell of a job. He taught an amazing class. I ended up, we were supposed to actually, before the class started, sign up for the pro or the paid version of ChatGPT. And obviously I procrastinated and shit. So I did that in class, and he was teaching us how to do things that I didn't think was possible. I knew AI was wild, but he's basically got AI in the background with an agent. I figured out what an agent is, and he's like, yeah, you can just go in there and have Tekmetric make a work order. I'm like, get out of here. No. So he said, okay, do this command, blah, blah, blah. And I had, obviously I have Tekmetric logged in because I'm working 29 hours a day.
That's what we do.
And it logs in, it starts making a work order. I'm like, yeah, this is too much.
This is the F1 Garage. My name is Jonathan Craig. Let me start that over. My name is Jonathan Craig. I'm the owner of the F1 Garage in Houston, Texas. Best thing about my day is walking into a shop just like this and looking at these cars. I was introduced to Tekmetric probably about a year and a half ago. Being a one-man shop, everything works very smooth. Whether I'm technician, service advisor, tracking the numbers, stuff like that. Tekmetric just makes everything efficient, professional. My ultimate favorite car would be the McLaren P1 GTR. I've got it permanently on my arm here. That's what I'm working towards. The customer experience with the software has been great. They love the digital inspections I'm able to provide, the online approvals, the ability to go ahead and pay before they get here. I'm much more in the future than a lot of these other shops. All around good program. I love it.
Hey guys, Carrie Lynn with Turnkey Marketing. If you are looking to increase cars and you're looking for the right demographic to go after, you want to get the right people who need auto repair right now, then give us a call. We have a service called Direct Track, and it utilizes AI to find people in your area who are the great demographic that you want to go after, have raised their hand and opted in saying, I need auto repair help right now. We send them an email. As soon as they open the email, we then get their physical address, follow it up with commercial ads on all their streaming services like Hulu and YouTube and ESPN, Fox News, all those different things. And then we also get their physical address and we start sending banner ads and display ads to every single device in that house. It has been incredibly effective. It has made shops seem like they're everywhere to those people who need repairs right then. And I mean, I'm telling you guys, the return on investment has been huge. So if you want to increase car count, you want to get great people in the door, give us a call or reach out to us and ask us about Direct Track marketing.
And then he's saying you can even go in there and have it compare your November to last November and find missed opportunities. I'm like, okay, this is just too much. Okay, I'm done right now. But that was a great class.
Listening to him and Keith talk about the ways that they're using it in their businesses and the tools that they've built out and the evolution of those tools over time, it's pretty freaking interesting. I mean, I decided he's coming to North Carolina. So, I mean, if you're listening to this and you want to go sit in on that class, it's going to be happening in North Carolina soon. I'm not sure what date because I got to get with his scheduler because he's so important that he doesn't manage his own calendar. But he'll be teaching that class in North Carolina sometime soon. And when I know the details, I'll put it out there so that you can come to that. But I mean, it's changing the world, bro. It's changing the world fast. And the limiting factor for folks like you and me is that we don't realize how powerful it is because it can do whatever your imagination and your willingness to learn how to prompt it, right? Yeah. Prompting is going to be the skill.
If you have enough time to focus on the prompts and everything, that's where it all is. It's only as good as what you feed it, right? So if you're feeding it bad information and bad prompts, you're going to get crap.
Yeah. Crap in, crap out.
100%, yeah.
Well, cool. That was 4 hours of yesterday. What other class did you take yesterday?
Oh, man. So, put me on the spot here. It was yesterday.
Okay, don't say it now because obviously it was a mediocre class and we don't want to shame whomever it was.
Oh no, it was a great class, but I'm still jet lagged.
You're fried. Yeah.
It will come back to me. I'll bring it back up. But today I took an awesome class. There's a guy. He's got a beard.
Josh
Parnell.
Josh Parnell. Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
So I took his class bright and early this morning, and honestly, I was so glad to take it because I missed North Carolina when he did that frog pond.
It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
And I was trying to make it work. Wasn't happening. I had major FOMO, as he would say. Every time I'd see a video posted, I'd see Benji doing his speech. I'm just like, I could have been sitting right there.
Dude, Benji he's in a community. It's not a town. He's in a community. I don't think there's a stoplight. There might be a stoplight going across Highway 24, which is the little road a couple miles away.
Okay.
It's, from my business perspective, it's in the middle of nowhere. And he has built a business in that community where they are the heart of that community. If somebody in town has a problem, not necessarily car related, they just have a problem.
Generally.
The goats got out. They call.
And he'll figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I think they were talking about there's an elderly woman who's on oxygen. And when the power goes out, they know that they stop what they're doing and they go immediately to her house to get backup power running so that her oxygen generator keeps going. It's got nothing to do with fixing cars. It's got to do with taking care of people, right? The culture in that business is amazing.
I mean, he could teach a class himself just at ASTA and just call it Culture with Benji.
I think he's too humble for that. I think all those dudes are bought into it, and that whole family is awesome. I mean, his kids are awesome. His daughter's been doing his marketing forever, and I think she just married and is following her husband to Texas. So they're probably gonna have some heartbreak from that. But their son is awesome and taking more and more leadership there. I think Benji is effectively not involved in day-to-day operations anymore. So. And that's a role model business. If you have a desire for a single location, community focused business, they're a role model for that for sure.
Yeah,
and they're bringing in world leading trainers multiple times a year and inviting shops from anywhere in the country to come down and visit and hang out.
I got the pleasure of meeting him last year, and I had a good conversation with him. And again, going back to ASTA, my first time going. I'm this random guy that comes in from Canada. I was one of, I think, 3 people total. Me, Jeff, and I think there was one more guy. He may not have been Canadian. I don't know.
Canadian-ish.
He never said A once.
Highly suspect. Maybe a spy.
I kind of disqualified him.
Maybe a spy. Yeah.
Definitely a spy.
I will say, you would like to know that this week I put the brake light bulb in the Miata.
Oh.
So
you should have brought that car. You could have driven it all the way here.
Ooh, I don't know.
Too many hecklers.
I would have had too many women, just kind of trying to hop in the car with me. That
would have been a whole nother podcast.
It's a sex machine. Yesterday, so it's like 75 and beautiful in North Carolina right now. So I'd had it in storage at one of the shops actually because I've got some non-usable space at one of the shops. So I'd had it in storage for the winter. And I took it out this week. And so yesterday I wanted to take one of my advisors to lunch. And he's, 6'2", 300 pounds. And I was like, hey man, we were going to go get sushi. I said, do you want to meet me there? I'm in the Miata top down. Are you gonna be a fat guy in a little car, right?
Yeah.
He said, no, I want to be Brian Pollock 2.0. And so I pulled up in front of the shop.
You have the video, right, of this?
No. I did take a picture of the car out again. I pulled up in front of the shop and he was like, hey, sun's out, guns out, can I take my shirt off for this? And I was
yes.
I was like, I appreciate the commitment to the bit, but I'm man's got to know his limits.
Oh, man. That would have been gold.
It would have been something. No, but it's a fun little car to drive, and it's Miata season again. So, you know what Miata actually stands for, right?
No.
Miata is always the answer. That's what Miata stands for. So.
Did you make that up, or was that?
No, there's a whole subculture of Miata guys. Yeah, whatever. I say guys because I don't know that there are many chicks that think Miatas are cool. It's mostly a middle-aged guy thing.
Are you part of the North Carolina Miata Club?
I am not. I probably should be.
Or are you starting it?
Missed opportunity. Oh no, there's absolutely I guarantee you there's a North Carolina Miata Club. But
there's going to be a bunch of guys with the shirts off driving Miatas around, basically.
You know what? It's just hard to deny animal magnetism sometimes. So
hey, anyone driving Miata, I mean, that's a whole other level.
All right, so you came to North Carolina for ASTA Expo.
Yes.
You bought into the idea of coming to training and networking events.
100%.
Would you say that it's changed your business or your perspective on the business?
100%, yeah. Like, before I even went to that, we were using QuickBooks for our shop management system.
Oh, gosh, yeah, that's cumbersome.
I mean, we're basically using a software that you can sell flower pots with.
Yeah.
Okay. So we went from a stone age to, holy shit, what did I just sign up for?
The most amazing automotive management platform in the world.
Universe.
Dare I say galaxy? Anyway.
Beyond.
So clearly you signed up with Tekmetric.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I would never touch anything else.
Copy.
But yeah, that once we got that software, it was, okay. Oh, this is what everyone's talking about. And, we've got our matrix going, we got parts and ordering from Parts Tech and Next Part, everything's just flowing. And we went through, I got it in June, and by the end of the year, I'm like, holy crap, what the hell have I been doing for so many years? And now, from January 1st till now, like, we're using it completely. And yeah, I mean, I definitely see the business I have a feeling this year we're going to go up 50% sale.
50%.
50%.
Wow.
That's
that's life-changing, right?
It's life-changing for me.
That's why your wife's cool with you coming to more shows. Like, oh wait, we're making a lot more money now.
so she's, she's honestly the best. I'm very blessed that she's even letting me come here today for 4 days, and she's taking on the 3 kids, and I'm going to Tectonic hopefully. So, may have to hire a nanny or something just to give her some help, but I've got that, and ASTA is kind of like a non-negotiable. Like I have to be at ASTA one way or the other somehow.
Special place in the heart.
Oh, that's where it all began. Like I was saying, I came to town alone. I didn't know anybody. I knew you from messaging on Facebook, and I knew Jeff from listening to his podcast, and Lucas listening to that, and everyone really welcomed me in, and I felt like part of the family by the time I left. Like I was sad to leave because, well, I'm not going to see these guys for maybe a year, and then here we are less than a year later, and we're sitting down.
Well, and you, I think, got bit by the bug also, and I think you talk in front of a camera every now and then too, right?
I do.
Tell me about that.
So I ended up starting a podcast because I've got so much time on my hands.
And all your free time, right?
Just like you. So I started a podcast, and we're about 13 episodes in right now. And it's been great.
What's the name?
Oh, I wasn't sure it was a shout out.
No,
It's, it's the Shop and Tread Talk podcast.
Okay.
So we're on Spotify, Apple. We're all the videos on YouTube as well.
Okay.
And
Shop and or Shop in?
The Shop and Tread Talk podcast.
Okay, copy. Got it.
So it's been nice. We've had a lot of fun.
Hey guys, Mike Allen here, and I want to take a second to talk about something that's really made a huge impact in my shop since hiring. Like most owners, I used to be very reactive. Somebody would quit, production would go down, my stress would go through the roof, and suddenly I'm scrambling and I hire the first dude with a heartbeat. But stopping that is exactly why I partnered with Promotive. I've personally used their full service recruiting to help find strong technicians and team members that actually fit into the company culture. And the process was night and day compared to the way that I had been doing it. But what's really changed the game for me lately has been their new tool, Page. What I like about it is we're not chasing applicants anymore. Somebody applies and Paige reaches out to them immediately. It gets us in front of the best techs as quickly as possible. It provides us with detailed notes about the candidate. And by the time I jump into the process, we've already known who's qualified and worth interviewing versus who's not. It's helped me stay more organized and honestly probably saved us from missing out on some good people just because we were busy running the shop and didn't get to them quickly enough in a very competitive market. There's no placement fee with Paige, and that's, I think, one of the best parts about the whole thing. So for shop owners trying to grow without constantly worrying about staffing, Promotive has built solutions that actually work in this industry, in this market. If hiring's been a struggle for your shop, go check out Promotive at info.gopromotive.com/confessions, or you can just scan the QR code on your screen.
At Elite Worldwide, we exist for one reason: to help shop owners build better businesses and better lives. We believe that you can run a profitable shop without burning yourself out, sacrificing your family, or feeling stuck in survival mode. Everything we do is about clarity, leadership, and execution, so you can work on your business, not just in it. That's what Elite Worldwide is all about.
So I remember the first time somebody told me about ChatGPT, and I got really geeked out about it, and I used it to write a poem for my wife, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And it's evolved a little bit in the last 18 months, and now I, for one, welcome our new AI overlords and can't wait to see how I can help them out. All kidding aside, Confessions is hosting a class on Saturday, June 13th. If you come down a night early, you can come to Friday Night Shenanigans on Friday the 12th, but it's a full day class taught by Seth Thorson about how you can build your own AI agents and build your own AI tools within your business to help make your business more efficient, more effective, more profitable. This is an owner and manager only class. There are limited seats available for this class because it's very hands-on. You're going to need your laptop. You're going to need an active subscription to the AI of your choice. I recommend ChatGPT and Claude AI. Early sign up discount, it's $8.99. If you sign up after May 17, it's $12.99. Tap the link in the show notes or scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. It's going to be awesome.
I'm with my buddy Frank, who has a shop. He's a shop owner and a licensed mechanic.
Okay.
So both of us were on the.
What is this licensure for being a mechanic? What is that about?
Well, in Ontario. Oh yeah. So here is basically how does it work if you want to be like in your area?
In North Carolina, if you want to be a mechanic, all you have to do is tell people you're a mechanic.
And you can tie your shoes. You got to tie your shoes.
I am a mechanic.
I know. And that's why your taillight took almost a year to...
Well, look, it was not on the road for a significant portion of it. And it became part of the Miata canon also, was that it had a brake light out. But
I'll never forget you being heckled in the car, and I'm like, Mike, those are rats, man. Like, why don't I just leave you alone?
All right, so listeners, the Miata thing is part of the shtick of the podcast, right? And so it was a whole deal that Brian Pollock, my co-host, who's not here at Vision this year, and I were riding around in the Miata because he's like 6'5", 350 or whatever he is, right? He's a fucking Sasquatch.
190.
Yeah, 190, chiseled man meat.
Chiseled man meat.
So we did a thing that the podcast rented out a go-kart track. And it was like, hey, listeners, come, let's go race the go-kart track, right? And there was a group chat on the podcast going, it was like, who needs a ride? You know, we're taking an Uber, we're taking a cab, whatever else. And I was like, well, I got space for one. And you answered.
Yeah.
Right? And so we'd never met at that point. We just talked online. So I pulled up in front of the hotel. You hopped in. Hey, good to meet you. And we're driving through downtown Raleigh, and we're a block and a half from the hotel.
Bunch of jerks.
And a bunch of people start heckling, hey, nice Miata. You got a brake light out. Anybody you know can fix that? And what Aniz didn't realize was that these were all people that were at the expo that I knew that were in on the shtick of the podcast, right? He just thought that North Carolina was full of raging assholes.
I was like, what's wrong with these people? Let him drive his Miata. He's happy.
Just let me seek my inner joy, okay? But so then an hour and a half later, we're at the bar at this go-kart track, and he's like, oh, that's the guy that heckled you earlier. Oh, now it all comes together.
It all comes together now. Yeah, they were just giving you shit.
Oh, man. Anyway, it was a good time. So, like, are you Like, what's your format? Is it very business focused? Is it kind of casual? What are you shooting for?
I try to keep it really casual. Like, I'll be quite honest. I don't really do any editing on the video. I don't really do much editing even on the audio as well, because I just want to keep it so raw. I don't want it to feel like, oh, I edited this out,
Mm-hmm.
We just really go with the flow, and we don't have a huge script. Obviously, whoever we're interviewing, we want to get the information, hear their story and everything, but just try to keep it really fun, and it's like a mini therapy session for free.
Do you know Josh Coombs? Did you meet him down there?
Yeah. I took a class with him actually last year.
So Joshua Coombs has a shop, All OK Auto Repair, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And he started a YouTube channel that's Auto Shop Therapy something. But if you find Josh on Facebook, or if you Auto Shop Therapy, search that on, you'll find him. But
Really nice guy.
it's just like a 20-minute daily journal about the shit that's happening at his shop. Good, bad, indifferent. What customers did he have? What problem cars did he have? What employee issues did he have? His wife is his service advisor. He talks about that.
You saw his shirt last year, right?
Which one was that?
I'm
sleeping with my service advisor. Yeah, and she had one that said I'm sleeping with my boss, right? So yeah, it was pretty funny. But he's a good dude, and he's just kind of living life out there in the open, no filter, and I think it's really refreshing. And I hope that he gets some traction from that and some validation, because he's sharing a lot of the struggles that
sharing his truth.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, for sure. All right, so what does 2026 look like for? Wait. We are 24 minutes in. I have not introduced you.
Oh, that's okay.
Aniz, introduce yourself.
My name is Aniz, and I am from Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. Yes, we have free healthcare.
What's your tax rate?
Too much.
That's
But
okay.
I have a 5-bay shop out there. We've been in business. I've been in business since 2006. And we've been running the automotive shop for about 15 years.
Okay.
Before that, I had a car dealership where we were just focusing on cars, and then we got busy with tires, and then cars just kind of like a side hustle now.
But you do a lot of tires, right?
We do quite a few tires.
Yeah.
In November, we had one of our greatest months ever, thanks to Tekmetric. Which really helped us stay organized, and we had 454 cars come through in 1 month.
Wow.
And I wrote all the service.
You wrote 454 tickets in a month.
454 in a month, and at the same time, when I was not on the phone writing service, we were down a guy in the garage.
So you're busting tires too?
Sometimes. So I ran in, I was busting tires at the same time, pulling cars out, bringing them in, giving them to customers, checking them out, and then back and forth. But whatever I had to do to take care of the customer.
So what you're saying is in November you slept really well.
Sleep. Oh, like when? No. I banked a lot of my hours I was supposed to sleep, and I'm still banking. So I'm planning in 2027 to actually fulfill those hours and actually sleep.
So what's the goal for this year?
This year, I'm in the process of hiring a service advisor because I want to stay married.
It's reasonable.
I want to actually take some time off and not be working in the business as much. I want to run the business more. So I'm in the process of hiring a service advisor. Hopefully that goes well soon. And just grow.
So are you prepared to deal with the emotional impact of not having your hands on every ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fine with it because I do want to spend more time at home, more time with my kids and family. I've been.
Are your customers going to come in and ask for you by name and not want to deal with whoever you hire?
Well, by that time, I'm going to have an AI agent anyways.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
gonna be,
Yeah.
Like, I'll just have a video screen behind me with the camera, and
Yeah. You're just going to have an AI model of you.
I'll just get that thing from China. It's got they got the spinning things on it. It's like an AI 3D thing.
Perfect.
I'm like I'm right there.
Yeah.
And I'll just all the input in there. I'll just put any advice I've gotten from you, put that in there, and everything will be fine.
I'm not sure that advice from me is the way to go, depending upon your business model. I don't know. If you listen to people on the internet, they're going to tell you that I'm the best.
Of course.
and they're right. No. So that is part of what we talked about earlier, and part of what we discussed earlier is AI coming for your job, right? And
I think it's going to be taking a very big portion of people's jobs. I don't think it's going to be able to do the job completely, because at the end of the day, people still want the human element. Like, I want to come into your shop and, Mike's going to be there to greet me and tell me that everything's going to be fine. Your car will be ready by this time. If it's not, you can take one of my loaners, but make sure if it's going to be the Camry, I want it back this year.
Yeah. Did you know what I was talking about this week? Oh my God.
No, but I just, anytime I see a Camry now that looks similar to what you had, I remember that story of your Camry that was out for...
I have one that just came back today that was out for 84 days with the same customer, which is, I guess by today it was 85, because yesterday it was 84 when I was losing my mind over it.
It's like high GP dollars on that job, hopefully.
No, that's it. When they've had one of our assets for that long, I mean, it just erodes. I mean, because it's the opportunity cost, right? That the loaner vehicles are there for people that need it for a day or two, right?
100%, yeah.
If they have an issue that's going to take 3 months to get parts, they need to find a solution for their automotive needs. They can't have my car for 3 months. Are you kidding me? So that was a failure of leadership on my part to keep an eye on that. And one of the things that Josh talked about 2 weeks ago was that if I'm going to effectively lead a business that is growing beyond the capacity for me to have my hand on every car, I think, like, Josh has always got like catchphrases and quotes and shit like that. It was, you should be responsible, or you should be in charge of nothing but responsible for everything. And I've been really bad at that. So I shouldn't be in charge of tracking the loaner car aging and who gets them and making sure that we enforce our loaner car policies. But I am responsible for making sure that the people who that gets delegated to are doing the job. So
your business is only as good as your team members.
I think that's the case for sure. So,
and sometimes, like you were saying,
can you imagine a Chick-fil-A with a bunch of assholes in the drive-thru? It just doesn't work. Do you have Chick-fil-A in where you are?
We have one, which is 10 minutes from our store, which is very dangerous.
It is the Lord's preferred chicken.
On Sundays.
Well, the Lord doesn't eat on Sundays. That's why they're closed. Sorry. Yeah.
In Canada, they do.
Are they open on Sunday? Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Blasphemy.
There's no reason for you to open a shop in Canada.
No, Sundays, the Lord wants you to go to Popeyes. And so that's what we do.
It's not the same.
It's good. It's just a different kind of good.
Yeah, it's a different good.
Yeah. So you don't have Bojangles, though. So
Bojangles, no, we're not that bad.
When you come to ASTA, we'll go to a Bojangles and get. That's the third chicken. This is the third chicken.
So the first tier is
Chick-fil-A.
Then it goes to Popeyes.
And then it's Bojangles. Yeah.
Dare I say, what's 4?
Do you need 4 in your life?
I don't know. Now I'm curious.
I feel like, I guess you could go like Raising Cane's.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. It's an also-ran. Nobody remembers who finishes 4th in the Olympics. If you're not on the step, it doesn't matter.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
And the Olympic hockey championship game.
Oh, God. But you know what? Yes, we lost, but I'm actually a dual citizen, so I still won.
Well.
So I can't lose if U.S. and Canada are playing.
Well, who was in the bronze medal match?
I don't watch.
Huh?
I don't watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody got 3rd, but nobody even knows who was 4th, right?
I watched most of the Canada-U.S. game.
That was an amazing game.
Until my kids did not cooperate when overtime happened.
Well, it's probably for the best that you missed the overtime, right?
Yeah. So then, we're trying to get them to settle down and stop turning the TV off. Thanks, kids. And before I knew it, turn the TV back on, and I see the big USA flag. I'm like, turn it off. We're done. We're done. No problem. I know what happened.
Like the kid who got his teeth knocked out makes the winning shot in overtime. That's storybook. But I'm here to tell you that the keeper on the U.S. side should never pay for another beverage in his life. that was an incredible performance.
They deserve to win. I mean, I'll say it right here. They had a good game.
The keeper kept us in it. So, I mean, he had to be covered in bruises the next day. I think, yeah. So anyway, not a hockey fan. I don't know how to speak intelligently to it. So that's the one thing that I could talk about.
I'm all basketball.
Okay.
I can talk basketball for hours.
Pro or college? It's got to be pro. You're Canada.
Yeah, I mean,
Vince Carter, best Canadian basketball player ever.
He's amazing.
Also, he went to the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill,
Did he really?
where I'm from. Yeah. So also not Canadian, but he just played for the Raptors forever, right?
Yeah.
So, no, I'm a big Tar Heel basketball fan. College basketball is where it's at for me. So
I know I've seen you post a few.
my obnoxious stuff. I've pulled back from it. Right now, I just post a link to www.didDukeWin immediately after, because that's a website. It just says yes or no is all it says on the website after every Duke men's basketball game. And anytime the Tar Heels beat Duke, I just post that link.
It's funny. It was a few weeks ago. I don't know who I was talking to, but they're saying, you're so into the automotive and you're going to these conferences and you're so heavy into it. Like you're always going to the States, and I don't know what it means. Always going to the States. I've been
twice, 3 times.
I've been to one conference. This is the second one. Like you should open up a shop in the States, and I'm like, look. There's only one place that open. It'd be North Carolina.
It's a great market.
And you know what the reason is? It's for you guys. Because I can see the culture that you guys have in your shops. And you guys care to a level where we don't see it on our end in Canada. I care. I have my own level of caring, but I don't see that in very many shops. There's some in my area for sure. But when I was in North Carolina and talking to shop owners there, it's different, man.
We've had conversations trying to figure out why it's different like that. And I think that it's, the association is Automotive Service and Tire Alliance right now, but it was the Independent Garage Association. It was formed in the 1950s. Yeah. And it was an insurance agency originally because shop owners couldn't get insurance.
Previously ASTE, right?
Well, it was... the show was ASTE, the Automotive Service and Technology Expo. Yeah. And after the merger happened, it was ASTE presented by ASTA. It was just too much alphabet soup. So it just became the ASTA Expo, right? Yeah.
Tekmetric is the all-in-one software solution for auto shops. It can do just about anything.
How can I build trust with customers?
How much? Tekmetric can do that.
How can I do an inspection faster?
Tekmetric can do that.
How can I make this as painless as possible?
Tekmetric can do that.
How can I run my shop from anywhere?
Tekmetric can do that.
Can I just pay for my repair from my phone?
Tekmetric can do that.
How can I be a better man?
You could try putting your crap away, Dennis.
Sometimes you just need to put your crap away. But for shop productivity, increased revenue, and a better customer experience, Tekmetric can do that.
But I think it is that we had, for 70 years, a trade association that brought training, management and leadership training into the area every year. And it made a huge difference. And I think now that we're 3 generations deep in that, we're seeing that there's just a culture of one, not hating your neighbor, right? Right before we started recording, I was standing up. We started 2 or 3 minutes late because I ran into a couple of guys outside who it's the shop foreman and the son of the owner of the shop that is literally immediately next to one of my shops. And they were over at my shop at an ASTA event, social event last month, hanging out, drinking beer. I think we were playing poker, right? And when I moved into that building, I went in, and it's 3 shops in a row, 3 consecutive addresses. I went into both of them, and they're both IGO members, both former IGO board members. And I was like, hey man, you cool if I go into that building? And they're like, yeah, sure. Hey man, you cool if I go into that building? And he said, the owner of the shop, of those guys, he was like, if I lose any customers to you, it's my fault, not yours.
Yeah. There's enough cars there's more cars than there are shops to fix them.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone works together. I mean,
well, and it's cliche to say, but a rising tide lifts all boats, right? And if we can all be better together, and we can all pay well and give good benefits and be a good working environment, the shop foreman there worked for me. He moved up from Florida and worked for me for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years. And he quit to go somewhere else for more money, and probably he thought I was a dumbass, right? Whatever. But he's found his happy home now where he is, and it's good, man. You don't have to be adversarial, because like you said, there's more cars than I can work on. There's more cars than you can work on. Let's just take care of people and take care of our people, be ethical, and shit just tends to work out,
Like Josh says, service mindset, right? I mean, our job is to service the customers' vehicles, take care of them, and if we've done that by the end of the day, you've done your job.
Yeah, for sure. What are you looking forward to for the rest of this show?
Rest of the show, I've got. I'm looking forward to going through the expo and going through all the different stalls. Give me flashbacks of ASTA, just seeing all the different stalls.
This is bigger than ASTA.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I actually walked through the expo kind of quickly because I wasn't sure exactly where this room was, so I did a quick round through, and I'm like, I am lost here.
I say it's bigger than ASTA, but ASTA was huge last year.
Yeah, no, it's.
I think it's about the same size as ASTA now. So ASTA has grown up to almost this size. This has always been way bigger than us.
I have to look at it properly in comparison, because I remember I have a picture. At ASTA when you go up the escalators.
looking.
I have a picture that's looking down, and I'm thinking of that picture compared to this.
Well, so this year in 2026, the plan, and I'm no longer the board president.
So you'll be drinking this year?
Thank you, Jesus. It's probably good for the association that I'm no longer the board president. But I think we're doubling the floor space this year. So we're actually going to have it, and if you think about the escalators, there's going to be 2 sets of escalators, one going down each side, and there's going to be a restaurant in the back, and we're going to have the big central area with all the tables for dining and everything else, and all the meals will be on the trade show floor. And so I think that's going to be pretty cool, and that'll be big.
Like a dunk tank we can get in at all?
No, I don't know. So we're doing the hospitality suite again.
Of course.
Which is a good time.
Without a Confessions of a Shop Owner.
That was pretty awesome last year, right?
No, it was awesome. Not pretty awesome. It was awesome.
So how do I bring the heat again this year? I don't know. I've still got all the video games and most of the furniture. I've still got the throne. That's key.
Have you sanitized everything, or is it just going to?
No, I just left all the stains.
Okay.
I just left all the stains. So we're going to be in a different part of the hotel this year, because that space that we were in, one, wasn't quite big enough. And
you need a bigger space.
Yeah.
You did too good of a job last time, that's why.
Well, I mean, I think we were pushing up on fire code on the number of people that we had in there at points. So, fire code, schmire code, whatever.
Not our problem.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about how that's going to go this year, and I'll probably try to do the go-kart racing thing again, because way too much of my self-worth is wrapped up in my ability to drive rental go-karts quickly.
Are you going to Andretti?
I had not signed up for it, but I was just.
I'm surprised you're not going, because
I think I'm going to go buy a ticket right after we finish recording.
Last time, you did really well.
Well, and then I went to Elite's event in Arizona earlier this year, and
Braxton destroyed you.
No, that was at Apex.
That's the
well. So Braxton didn't go to Elite's event, so we went to Tekmetric, one of Tekmetric's events at Apex, and it was at Speed Vegas.
Yeah.
And you get to drive your selection of supercars, right? That's what it was. Yeah, and he did get a better lap time than me.
How much better was it?
I think he was like a half a second faster, which is pretty significant. Yeah.
You slept okay that night?
No, I wept into my pillow until the sun came up, and then I went back to work. Yeah. So, but we did do an indoor go-karting event at the Elite event, and my coach that I do my coaching calls with, Matt Lofton, he's the director of coaching for Elite. In a previous life, he was a race driver, and he got all the way up to the NASCAR Truck Series. So he's done like 200 miles at Talladega, all that kind of stuff. And I fucking crushed him. It was great.
So you still talk about it a little bit?
Oh yeah, I like it. I was never athletic enough to be the high school quarterback, but I'm like the 40-year-old guy who's like, I could have gone pro, but I blew my knee out. Like I could have raced Formula One if I just, had more skill and talent and time and money.
Because I know at ASTA, there's some pretty major competition and shit talking going on during the go-karting. So yeah, if that's going to happen again this year, it's going to be nice.
I think so. I do have, if you look at the episodes that I record at home right now, I've got the $9 trophy in the background on my desk behind me that I got.
Next to your counter?
Yeah. So it's actually sitting on top of the counter.
Did your counter hit 30,000?
Well, we passed over 25,000 this week. So I was just...
With all your schmoozing over the next few days, you should easily hit 30.
I mean, why stop there? I mean, 500,000 I think would be good.
Minimum.
Yeah. No, it's crazy, man. I mean, we were at like 10,000 in October, and to be at 25,000 now, I don't know what to make of it, but
it must be all the rage bait.
I think it is the rage bait, and I think it's Brian Pollock is really, really good at making funny cap cuts. Yeah. That helps. The funny thing about rage bait, that's all Braxton. He just knows how to cut a clip to cut out all of the appropriate context and nuance and just make it easily misunderstood.
Yes. And then they, whoever gets pissed off from it, they watch the whole episode and they're like, hey, I see what you did there.
Well, they don't. It's like when you're like, hey, did you watch the episode? And they're like, I don't need to watch the episode. No, you're a dumbass. And I'm like, well.
I already know what you do. I watched the whole 9 seconds of the 1 hour.
Yeah. Yes, I am a dumbass, but not for that reason. So
now I'm curious what 9 seconds of this episode Braxton's going to put on.
I think mostly the part about me saying that he was good at something is the part that he'll cut out and choose to highlight. So
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Probably the part about where he beat me on a racetrack.
100%. That's going to be on there.
I let him win for his ego. So
everyone's got to win.
Cool. Well, dude, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me. And
what's the name of your podcast? One more time.
The Shop and Tread Talk Podcast.
Find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or your player of choice.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'll see you at the expo.
100%.
All right, guys. AI class. Learn how to use AI so that you can make it your bitch and you don't become its bitch. Saturday, June 13th. Seth Thorson's teaching a full day class in Raleigh, North Carolina. Tap the link in the show notes or scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. It's going to be awesome. Hey, thanks so much for watching our video today. If you enjoyed this content and you'd like to see some more, you can click right here. And it would be really helpful for me if you thought that this level of mediocrity is something that could help your other friends that were shop owners or in the industry. You can click right here and subscribe. You can even set up notifications if you want. I'd love to have you on the channel.